open here. Now, just keep it on. Yeah, there you go. All right, I'll leave the wild. All right, leave the wild. He's hurt right now. Tyson and stepped up a little bit. I think that's a good loss. I think you're not afraid to leave too heavy, holding the three top two straight. They don't have to go serious. Because I love the big guys on the fourth line. The Lino brothers here, I think they can play good quick. They can wear the other team's knee down. All right, can't wait for that opening series, Dallas and Minnesota, Colorado. So there you go. No Connor McDavid. Hurricanes again for Rod Brindamore. Buffalo. Buffalo is my most interesting team. They are the most interesting band in the world. All right, you see the countdown. The puck drop. Like Buffalo in the hospital. Looks like that. Monica's been in the social media. He's going to get that sandwich shot. You know, some really a fun thing to go. It's like one of those things you back in Nashville. It's not a real goal. But it's still fun. My fourth question for Big Small.
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the sixth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bulls will put total weather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll try the run. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
The give to the back. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Bulldogs are on the move. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. To the air, it's Stockton. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. Breaks free. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd presence known. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Sullivan. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
At the 40, there he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Brown wants to pass. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Norton. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Bulls want to move quickly. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USF.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Bell. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Looking to throw at Stockton.
No.
And it's complete. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He'll try it again. Can't get him to the ground. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
To attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Brown will throw it. He fires to the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Under fire. Turning it on. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. He wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room.
Weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
Quarterback may change this route. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Motion from the wideout. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing first and goal. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Second down, he'll throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Grabbed behind the line. It's Norton. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Right down the middle. This time he's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Brown will throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He leaves it with his back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Defense in press coverage. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it down the left side.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He makes the catch. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Branch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt. It does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes a grab on the shot. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Brown wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. These corners backing off a bit. Fires left. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection.
No, y'all,
To the
come on,
43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll line up for a second down play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They took the 3 on that last possession, and now they'll try to get it back on the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Will throw it. Got his man quickly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Gets the back moving. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. He might want another play. Brown wants to pass. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Looking to throw. Under fire. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown, and you've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news.
Started, you had a huge save by Vanelka. How about this play? Thomas out to Holloway. Holloway right over his back and then back to his forehand. Vanelka guessed right. Guessed correctly, I should say, and covered that his right post. Defensive zone breakdown by GWCFB Simone, getting him back there, maybe playing a little goalie, but he didn't have to. Huge up.
Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth